Hey crafty friends, welcome back to the Old Paper Lady. I'm Lori. If you're new here, welcome and thank you for joining us. Here's what's going on with me. Today, I'm going to go ahead and work in this and do my grandbaby's cover for her book. I closed last night. I got to be back at work at 11:30 this morning. So I've slept for, I don't know, probably about 1 o'clock in the morning till about 3:30. 4 o'clock-ish. Today is my last day of taking prednisone. Cannot wait to get off of that mess. And you can hear the school bus stopping outside now. So we got all the daytime traffic's already starting. So therefore I can't go back to sleep. Right now it is around, I don't know, 6:30. So, you know, I'm just giving up on trying to sleep anymore before I go back to work. But the good news is I don't have to close, so I will be off of work at 2 o'clock today. So I had planned on, when I got off of work, I got these are the corners that I was telling you about that I got off of Amazon. The bigger ones, not as big as Tim Holtz, but they are quite bigger. So I want to go back and get some more of those. They had gold, silver, and that bronzy color. So we're going to put the corners on this, and I'm going to make a few videos this morning, which is what I had planned to do when I got out of work, was make my video for Wednesday, and then I was going to wear my fussy cuts out because I got a bunch of stuff I got to get fussy cut. And then this weekend I got a bunch of stuff I got to print. So that's my plans. But right now, I come up with putting this on the front, and I think that is just, and I peeled this up after I decided that I wanted to cut and put this on the front. So I think that's what we're going to do, and this is going to be my back cover. I don't know if I want to leave this the wood grain yet, or if I want to stain it like I did the other one for our fall journal. But that's where I'm at the moment. So we're going to just continue on working on with this and seeing what we can get done. I may wind up waiting to put the 3D, you know, the bulkier bits on the front and the spine until after I get my pages in, because it'll be easier to put my pages in with non-decorated fronts. I also thought about inking this, but I was like, no, let's not do that, because then that's going to take twice as long if I ink. Because if I ink the front cover, then I'm going to want to ink all the pages inside, which it would be pretty. It would be super duper pretty. Now this is Cartabella cardstock, and it's quite thick, so it likes to drink up the glue. So I'm going to pull it to me a little bit, because what I'm wanting to do is I want to ease that up underneath that lace. And I'm probably going to get my head in the shot just so I can get this even all the way around the best that I can here. Pull it out a little bit more. So yeah, that's where I'm at today. So I gotta be back at work, which I was scheduled it to come in at 12. And then the girl that's working, you know, mind you, she's working for us full time. Ups and says she has an interview at Walmart, and basically, you know, this is going to be her last week after she goes to the Walmart for her orientation today. And wants me to come in and cover for her to leave so she can go do her Walmart orientation, and this is her last week working for us. I was like, are you kidding me right now? I mean, are you seriously kidding me? I was like, yeah, I'll come in. Just go on. Just get on. You know what I'm saying? Just whatever. So I'm thinking, oh yes, that's going to be so pretty. And see, and that's why I said this is super duper tight. This book is really tight. because I had to put that extra piece in here. So most of the time they're not that tight, but this one is super tight. Oh, that's going to be so pretty. That would be pretty just by itself. But it would be even prettier with that on it. And I think, because see like how this wood is here, the wood back there is dark. So I think in order to have that pop off of it, we need to stain that. And staining, I mean by like putting on Vintage Photo, or I got some espresso ink. That would work really good. Make it dark and pop off there. Heck yeah, we'll do that. Espresso. So I'm wondering if I want to leave these lacy bits here flippy flopped, but I don't think I do. So that's what I was wondering on. So I hope everybody's doing good. Hope you all got some sleep. And then, I don't know. So, you know, I get things worked up. And, you know, and I'm a weather nut. Like snowstorms, hurricanes, whatever. And so, you know, here we got another hurricane coming in. Poor people in Florida. Bless their hearts. I mean, you know, I live in North Carolina, and yes, we have our people in the mountains. I tell you what, honey, they going through the ringer. And, you know, one day, you know, they're getting help. One day they're not. It just, you don't know. And if you're not there and in the situation, my best advice is keep your mouth shut. You know, if you're not actually physically there in the area and you don't know for sure what's going on and who's doing what and who said what and, you know, this person confiscated that and all that, just keep your mouth shut. Keep your mouth out of it. Keep your nose out of it, you know. And that's just my thoughts on that. If you are not there, hush up about it. But I do know that my father has gone several trips down carrying stuff for his church friends and that, because he doesn't have his CDLs, but he has drawn like building trailers, you know, all kinds of stuff like that for when he worked at Leonard's and that. So, I mean, he has experience driving long trailers loaded down with stuff. So, he's been carrying just, you know, long trailer loads of stuff. Horse trailers, cow trailers, hay bale trailers, whatever they can load up and need transporting to that area. He's been doing it and helping out. He just got back last night about 11:30 from going and doing it. You know, and my daddy is not in a shape to where he needs to be out doing that stuff. But, you know, he's going to do it because his church people, friends, ask him to help, and that's what he's going to do, you know. That's just the kind of people we are here. You know, you have family and friends that are in need. You know, step up and help out. So then, you know, I was watching, and my goodness, I don't know if these are super storms or just, you know, but I know that the Gulf Coast is just basically like a boiling pot sitting there cooking up these storms. So I'm telling you, Milton wasn't even what was it? It was a stage 1 hurricane. By the time I got off work last night, it was a stage 5. I was like, shut your face. I was like, good gracious. And then I have ex-in-laws and that from my second marriage that live in Florida. And we don't stay close because, you know, the situation with their son and brother was not, you know, he was not a good person. And I found out a little too late that he was not a good person. So, I mean, yeah, I did my life story. It was one of them situations where, you know, everything was good until you got the ring on the finger. Then it was, oh, you're going to keep me up. Nope. That type thing. But, yeah. But they are good people. They really are. I mean, even though the son was not, you know, what he should have been, but His parents were good people. His dad was a great person. His sister was really nice. So, I keep them in my thoughts and prayers from a distance, you know, because you can't really talk to them. Be in their beeswax and that. I think all of that is stuck down pretty good, so yeah. And I just run that bead down there, and I'm going to let that dry for a minute, and then I'm going to cut my paper to put on the inside covers. But yeah, Milton is something else, and the way it's looking is just going to come through pretty much and just wipe out the whole state of Florida. I mean, it is just catastrophic flooding, just craziness. So y'all keep everybody in the southeast in your thoughts and prayers for these hurricanes. Okay, so I'm gonna cut these inside papers at 6, and I think that'll give me plenty of room, and then I'll cut them at 6, and then I can put my corners on them. So I'm just gonna leave this flipped over. Let that glue dry and get that on there good. It's almost done. So yeah, that's what's going on in my neck of the woods today. Is you know, yesterday, well, actually I took my last dose of prednisone last night about 10 o'clock, as soon as I got home. Because I had to eat something with it, or it upsets my stomach. And then my last dose of amoxicillin was yesterday afternoon, or well, actually yesterday morning. So, do I want to keep that strippy? I think I do. We can keep that little strip. It'll be a good little strip. All right, so I need it by 8 by 6, right? 8 1/4 by 6 1/4, yep. 8 high by 6. So I gotta talk myself through it. So, needless to say, you know, amoxicillin's done. I feel better, but I'm still, you know, having a wet cough, basically. And then still have an inhaler and all of that, but I'm not having to use it like constantly like I was having to use it. And I'm not going to worry about covering the inside spine. All that's going to be pretty. Just simply because my pages are going to go down there. So, you know, and we can keep these strips, you know, or we can take like the back side of that. I don't really think I would take the back side. I would use an alternate color of some sort. Maybe the orange that's on the back of this polka dot. And that would be tall enough to run our 3 strips down the middle of it. That would be pretty. Yep, I like that. Or the wood grain. I could do the wood grain, but I want something that's, you know, cohesive. So we'll keep them strips, and that's what we'll use them for. But see, that would be super duper pretty inked. But I don't want to do that. Because I know that that's going to, you know, be extra work. It's going to be extra. This paper pack is just beautiful. And I pulled out some extra papers to kind of match and go with it, just in case I needed it, from my scrapbook and stashed of the past. And you can hear how thick that paper is, just by that metal chip running on it. Like I said, it likes to soak up the glue. It's good old Cardabella cardstock. Okay, so I'm trying to get this pretty much evened up. I'm probably not going to put pockets on this. I may not. You know, it just depends on when I get done what I want to do. It would be really pretty to put them orange polka dots on that. But, you know, right now, we're not putting pockets on it at the time. But, yeah, so I was sitting here and I said, what am I going to do? Just go to sleep for, you know, a couple more hours, be grumpy when I get up. And then as soon as I get home, I want to crash and burn and go to bed, you know, so I might as well. I got y'all pulled down too high. Here we go. Or either my camera's falling one. Let me tighten it up. There we go. Sorry about the weeble wobble. And I thought y'all are surely and slowly going downhill. There we go. Maybe that'll work. Because I looked and I was like, well, I thought I had it back here to the white so I could, so y'all could see if I pulled it to me. There we go. Sorry about the adjustment mid-video, but sometimes that arm kind of slowly eases itself down. Because sometimes, you know, I'm doing bigger projects like this, I'll go up. If I do smaller projects, I'll bring it down a little bit, you know, so y'all can see better. But anyhow, so I was like, what am I going to do? Just sit here and watch videos. You know, I got this and that and other I want to do when I get off of work, you know. So I said, shoot, I'm going to go ahead and make my video for Wednesday. And then if I get off of work and I'm tired or what have you, I'm done. You know, I got my video done. I got my book cover done. And I can come home and, please tell me I'm putting that on right side up. Good gracious, girl. Good Lord, woman. Yipping them jaws, not paying attention to what you doing. Gonna get it upside down. So, I was like, well, I'm going to go ahead and just shoot me a video. And we'll probably shoot a couple videos. Try to at least get my book done today before I go to work. Most of it that I can, to be honest with you. Because, you know, we still got to cut our papers for our inside pages and figure out what we want to do with that. That would have been a really pretty outside cover as well, wouldn't it? I was torn between putting that on the front or that basket thing. The wreath. I like that. Okay. Oh yeah, that's going to be so pretty. Making sure that all right. So see, it's not supposed to fold back open like that either. But that's just because we had to recover that and had to recover the front and, you know, had to recover everything because Meemaw messed it up. Alright, so I'm just pinching that together to try to get that stretched out there. It's because I'm going to cut that excess off of it right now. That's what I'm doing. I might just go ahead and tie it closed so I can do that. Because I want it stretched out. That lace. So I can get that excess off of there. And that's what we're going to do right now. Just tape and trim around it. And try our best not to cut the book corner. Because I kind of can't cover that up if I do. little bit late on the covering up now if we cut the book corners, y'all. Just be careful with your scissors. Okay. And sometimes instead of, you know, cutting straight on it, if you'll take your scissors and turn them like at a slight, just a slight angle and cut along your edge, you won't have that overhang fray on it, if that makes sense. So like so instead of cutting straight, you would take your scissors and put them at an angle to cut. But just be careful going into the corner so that you do not cut that corner. If you nip that corner, your book's compromised again. And then we're going to figure out something to fix that again. Especially with really sharp scissors. It's really, really easy to do. And just checking both sides to make sure I don't, that one, front sides won't, because it's glued straight down to the very nit bit bottom right there. There we go. And take a good old wet nap and wipe that up just in case, because I don't want, you know, glue fringe to pick up on that. Don't tell my mama I wiped it in the floor. I wiped the big parts up. I mean, come on. I'm just wiping the fuzz. Okay, so now that's pretty. I like that. Like I said, by the time I actually get done with the inside, I may or may not put that cover on the front of it. Alright, so now we'll flip it back over and take my book corners and get them suckers on there. Now this is a little bit thicker than, we may have to prise them open and then put them on there. Because see, they're concaved. So, let me see if I can't get them on there. I just have to raise it up just a smidge. Not a whole lot, just a little bit. And I'll take and run my pliers underneath it and just roll it up. And that's all I'm doing. Well, I said I was going to. We may have to do a little bit more here in the middle. Now, if you have the Tim Holtz ones that are wide, you wouldn't have to do this bit. All right, now, let's get on there, buddy. You on there flush, buddy. And then prise it on there a little bit, you know. There we go. Gotta manhandle it some, or just crafter handle it. There we go. Let's do that. Then you just pinch them. And I'm trying to get them as flush as I can on the sides, and this is where it makes, because you'll be bending this cover sideways to get these on here sometimes. So that's why I'm like, I really need to make sure that that spine is not going to crack any more than I already cracked it. Because you just saw me take and push that straight down, right? Had I not covered this with lace, and reinforced that, that would have cracked all the way down, and my book would have been ruined. Now, these are normally not this hard to put on there. But because, you know, it's, and I just take and do a little pull on them. Make sure they're not coming off. That side still just don't want to go, do you, buddy? You just don't want to stay. Okay. Well, maybe I shouldn't have shot a video of this and just done this off a camera, because this is a hot mess. This is a hot mess. I'll just quit messing with it. There you go. All right. So see, it's not tight. All right, now you're going on this book, buddy. Yes, you are. All right, there it went. Because I didn't pinch that little bit right there in the corner. That's what was causing the whole problem. The whole problem. Okay. Alright, so now we know what caused the problem. Let's not do it again. Goodness. And no, normally I don't have the issues I'm having with this book. So I just really don't. Normally I done, you know, got it slapped together. It's ready to go, and yeah, it's all good. I don't know what's going on with this one. I really don't. I really don't know what the problem is with this book. And I'm having to twist it around and, you know, fool with it because, like I said, my hands are not all that great. And then I'm trying to do it and not tear my book up. I put them on and then I'll pull them to make sure that they don't come off is what I do. Okay. So there are the front bookend corners. Oh, I think that added, that made it look good, didn't it? That makes it look real pretty. I like that. That piece there needs to be pinched a wee bit more. Okay. Yep, I like that. I like the book covers, the book corners. Okay, so now see, with the book corners. Oh yeah, we're gonna put that on there with the, yeah. Okay. Let's get these, let's fight with these other two and get them on there. It may be just a whole hour of me putting the inside papers and outside papers on it and fighting with the book covers. I'm sorry for that. But, you know, this is the process. This is where I'm at. And I'm going to keep telling myself that. Whether you all listen or not. But no, I love making these mini albums. I really do. Because this was what I was doing. Because, you know, I was a scrapbooker. So, I have all these papers and everything. And started watching, what was it? Miss Rosa Kelly. And I was like, oh, that is so fun. Look at that book. I got to make me one of them. So, you know, I made a couple. And I was hooked. And then, you know, just down a rabbit hole watching, you know, YouTube videos of, you know, and then I was like, well, I wonder if I could print my own, because, you know, I started watching, she has her own kits. And then I was like, well, shoot. And then, of course, you know, stumbled into the world of Etsy and Gail Augustinelli Etsy shares. And it was all downhill from there, y'all. Oh, yeah, that's on there. Well, not downhill. You know what I'm saying. It was a wrap after that. And then I said, well, I want a printer that prints borderless 12 of 12. So then I went on the search and hunt for that. And found the Canon TS9521C. And at the time, it was called the Crafter's Companion printer. And that was, you know, 3, 4, 5 years ago, probably. And it was not from Crafter's Companion, which is a, you know, a scrapbooking paper company, what have you. But it was, and that's how I actually searched for it, was the Crafter's Companion, or the Crafter's printer. Because that's what everyone that I watched was calling it at that point in time. So, and then I started saving up money because I wanted one to print my own scrapbooking papers. And so that is how I got to that point. And then, you know, like I said, watching Miss Gail Augustinelli and learning how to do junk journals and stuff. And taught myself how to do that. That one there dug into the paper a little bit and pushed it up, so I'm just pushing it back underneath it. That's all I'm doing right there. And so, yep, so that's how we are where we are now with my journey of paper crafting. That's going to pull off there. I know you are. See, I told you was, because I just pulled you off of it. All right, we're going to work on you a bit. Just pinch the fire out of you is what I'm going to do and get you on there. And the one thing is where this is the chipboard. The chipboard, you know, is kind of pliable. So when you go to pinching on it, you know, it squeezes with the material. Alrighty, so I think we got it covered. Alright, so there is our, and y'all please don't take me wrestling with these corners as they are bad corners. I love the corners, they work great. It's just me and my feeble hands and having to, you know, grip a hold of everything with a death grip to hang on to it because I can't squeeze nothing. And, you know, just having to prise everything down so I can hang on to it pretty much. And so then we got the corners on the inside where they look decent. They look good. Whew. Alright, so now that's out of the way. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and tie this closed just to get that spine a little more broken in. I don't want it broke, I just want it broken in. Get that paper used to being the way it is and glued and hold all that down. I think that's going to be super duper pretty. Alright, so with that being said, I'm going to set that to the side. And I done got my papers fixed. So what I want to do is figure out what papers I want on the front. So I know I got this sample that is the front and the back. Okay. So I don't want nothing too clashy with that. think. Let's see. These are papers from the kit. Let's get you down. All right. So now, all right, so be mindful, y'all, that this is our front and back cover. So I'm thinking about doing that, like underneath that. And then what's on the back? Nothing that I want to use. This would be pretty there, I think, and then we can put, you know, a little tuck spot, little sticky bits. But this is, you know, way too busy for what I'm wanting to do with this. And then that is the back side of that. So now, when I do this, that's going to clash too much with that, I do believe. Let's do the wagon one first. Kind of goes, but doesn't clash. Let's do the wagon one first. And then let's put the wood grain on the front of the wagon. I like that. Yep, okay. So that'll be my first flip. That'll be the underneath. Now, do I want this flip here to be the wagon or to be the wood? Let's see what we look like. I don't really like that. See, that's too, runs too much, don't it? I don't know. Okay, so let's close this up, see what we like. So, and I'm doing this for the process of how I pick my papers. That's what I'm doing it for. Now see, look, I like this. Let's do that underneath. And remember, we have, you know, this is the paper that's going to be outside here. Do we want to do that in the front? Or do we want to do that over here? I kind of like this in the middle of these two to break it up and have that over there. I really like that. So then you can put a good 5x7 photo here. And then this will be on this side. And then we can, yep, I like that. Okay, so we'll cut this. That goes here. That's going to go there. What's going to go on the outside? Ooh, do we want the stripy stripes on the outside? Ooh, I do like that. It's busy. All right, let's see. All right. So see, we can do this. And we can put, nope. I don't like that. It's too much of the same. So I like that. With this. And then we can use this as another base page somewhere else. So I like this. Kind of goes, but it's not matchy-matchy. It matches, but not matchy-matchy. So then we can flip this over. I wonder if we can use that on there. Or could we use that? I actually like that too. Then that way we're not cutting up all of our paper. So then, so that would be the inside of this page. That's the front and that's the base page. Okay. So then what we would do is we would flip over. And then this is our page. All right, so be mindful that if we flip this open and flip this out, this is going to be, well, come here, books. That is going to be on that page. So you need something that's kind of flowy. And I think I could put this here on this. Sure could. And be fine with that. Let's see, I have this base page too that I want to use. Alrighty. Yep, I like that. Okay, that's what we're going to put there. And I'm honestly thinking about putting this on this page here. And I think I want the floral page in there. Oh, that's too busy. Too busy. Good Lord. Alright. I may not even use this. I may keep this page. Because let me show you what I got up here that we can break this apart with. Because I got pumpkin pie, apple crisp, and I got these that we can also use in here. Yep. Alright, so now, Game Changer, boom, pumpkin pie, apple crisp, boom. And see, that kind of goes, but not matchy-matchy. Pumpkin pie, apple crisp, turkey cranberry. Put this and then cut this and put it over here. And this is your main page. Yep. Okay. Like that a lot. Alright, so we're going to fold this bit up here. Oh, I was like, what did I do with my paper? There it is. Alright. I really don't know if I want that orange on there, though. See, this is the indecisiveness that drives me nuts. I still want that as the main page right here on this. I want that there. I want this here. Not particularly that. Cause see, that's the front cover, so that's too pretty to, you know. Alright, so you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to quit looking. I'm going to put it up for a minute because I got to get away from it because it's running together. It's all running together. And see, then I have these leaves. I have these here. This would go with it well, and that would go with it because it's the same oranges. These are different colors. So we can put that back up here out of my face. Just do that. This is super busy. It's pretty, but it's super busy. Now this is not got any of the, it's just a color breakup for the green. And here's my other base page. So this is a base page, that's a base page, and that is a base page. And when I say base pages, I'm talking about, you know, like these. These are my base pages. So that would be a base page. And then when it flips over, see, that's going to be like one whole thing. And then if you open it up this way, see what I'm saying? So maybe what I need to do is start in the middle with these layouts and then go to here. Because sometimes it's like that with the paper that's kind of busy. And I think that's what I need to do. Because I want that at the base. And that is the base, and that is the base. So I would like to have this is the front, and then that one in the middle, and then that one like on the back. So then we have these sheets that match really well with it, that are not in the kit. And then we have these sheets that are part of the kit. And then we have this, which is kind of like harvesty type things. And that's leaves that match pretty good. We have this sheet. And I want to use this with this apple crispy thing here. So actually we have, and then I have this. So yeah, that's where I'm complexed. Alright, so this here, we'll pull these. I'm going to pull these and pull them out and just take them out of the equation. Because it doesn't have my, all of my colors in it. And that's too busy. And we'll use this if we need to break up something. Okay. Alright, these are the pages. You'll see it's all busy. And then you can look at the backs. I don't like that floral. That's busy. It's too bright. That's the same color as the base paper. And then you can use that to break up something. But these are going to be our breakup pages for our florals. Now I have 2 more pages for the kit. But they're cut apart on this side. And then it's this on the back side. So that can be used for like everyday fall things. Because I really don't use cut aparts that much. I thought about using that on the front, but I've got that other thing, so I really don't need to cut apart situation. So that's regular fall stuff. So we can put that over here. Use them if we need them for breakup pages. And then I do have one more sheet of the background of the back page. And now this I thought was really cute. So I was wanting to put this down and then do this on like a layout. To like have this in the middle and then have these on either side. Let's see, that kind of matches really well. Actually, it does. So we put that down, and that's a different color than what's on the front. See what I'm saying? It's not so matchy-matchy. And then I would put this here and put it here as well. I don't know about that. I got to get away from it, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm going to cut the video because I'm going back and forth. And I know the way I'm thinking, and because I'm like, ooh, I want this, no, I want that. And then I'm like, oh, that's too much of the same patterny colors together. You got to have a solid pattern, a solid pattern, you know, a breakup. So I need to back off and get away from it. That's what I need to do. And a lot of times I can't figure out the pages in that until I actually get them in the book and see how it lays. So I think I will cut all my strips off of them, get them cut down, because I don't want to cut the whole page if I'm not going to use it. So I can use this kit for something else. Does that make sense? And I really am thinking about this floral because it has the pumpkins in it, but I'm thinking about pulling it out. Because I think that's what's messing with me. Because for this, she's going to be, you know, going on pumpkin picking. Pick your own pumpkin. So that's perfect. And at the farm, they have, you know, the apple pickings and stuff. And that's all part of the stuff she's going to be doing to take pictures with. So I definitely want those in there. And then this is just a good mix of the whole day. So then this, I'm thinking of taking and cutting and making this like, you know, a cover piece maybe. I don't know. So those are going to be my 3 base pages. Let's figure that out right now. Let's see, look. We can take, this will be, okay, imagine. Completely different. That is your front cover. Then you can put this down here and use that. Or we can actually just take and use the bottom piece and not even use that. I like that. I can deal with that. See what I'm saying? We can put that down here, and this is going to be like your front cover piece over here. Because this is the first page. That's the hardest one for me. Always, the first page is the hardest one. And see, you have all your colors. It's not clashy. I like that. Okie doke. I can do that. I can roll with that. That's going to be the first page, I do believe. I think that would make it easier to put that as the first page. Because see, this has words across it, and I don't really care for that. So we can do this right here. And that cut right below the trucks so we can get the little harvest baskets. And then, yeah, okie doke. Because that's what she's going to be doing. She's going to be picking her pumpkins, getting apples, you know, and doing those things. And then that'll work. Now, what about using this busybody page here? I actually like that busybody page as the front page. And it sets the tone for the rest of it. See, hear me keep talking myself into it and out of it. That's the problem. Oh, look at it on camera. Let's do that. Okay. Yep. I like that. See? That's why I said I gotta get up and get away from it. I like that though, I do. Because that's all the pieces to it. It doesn't clash really bad with that. It actually enhances that. And looking at it on camera, it looks pretty good. It actually does look pretty good. So now, let me see if I flip this over. And that's going to be there. What do I need to put on this page? I see that's just a lot of patterns, you know. That's a lot of patterns. That's why I say you need a solid. Probably should have put a solid on the inside cover. That would have made it a whole lot easier. But you know, here we are now. All right, I know I'm getting annoying to you all because I'm annoying myself. So I'm going to get off here. Y'all, thank y'all so much for coming along and putting up with my babbling full self this morning. And I promise you the next video, I will have myself together and have figured out where I want my papers and what I want them to look like. We will talk at you tomorrow, which for me will probably be about 30 minutes. So I'm going to go get me a drink, step outside, watch the sunrise, and then come back and sit down and take a look at these papers and figure out where I want them and what I want this book to look like. Because, see, you can go through and cut them and place, but I don't want to cut my papers up unless I have to. So, that's where I'm at. So I don't want to, I'm not going to cut them unless I have to. And I may just take and spread them out and be like, oh, yeah, that looks good. I have done that before, too. Okie dokie. Thank y'all. I'm going to quit babbling. Y'all have a good day. And we will holler at you tomorrow, but for me in about 30 more minutes. Thank you.